live. We'll do it live.
Hello.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the parking lot. Today we got a special show because not only is it Super Bowl week, the moment we've all been waiting for, but we also got a special guest here, the man, the myth, the legend, the person with the baldest head on any sports YouTube channel. It's FivePointVids. Welcome, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we definitely.
I think Adam Rank is balder than me, though.
Really?
Yours is the shiniest sheen out of all of them.
Yes, I do have a very shiny sheen. I'll take that title.
It's definitely very nice to have you on because the problem is that we have one person from the East Coast and he unfortunately doesn't get to play any of the teams that we support, so he's on his own when it comes to sports like football and hockey. So it's very nice to have somebody else from the East Coast.
There you have it. This modern world that we live in.
Yep.
We can communicate
the
from
world we live.
anywhere.
I am wearing a jersey from the area that he lives in.
Washington.
Oh, the Caps.
Yeah.
Nice.
Capitals jersey.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Is it an Ovechkin jersey?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
Frank's
it an
favorite team? Frank's brother's favorite team is the
Oh
Capitals
yeah,
for
I don't
whatever
know
reason.
why. The kid grew up his entire life in California. This guy cheers for the Capitals. I don't get it.
Southern California. How do you get the Capitals? What's his favorite?
Oh, they had
baseball
cool
team?
uniforms
They
in
do.
the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Eagle?
The
Yeah,
Eagle
yeah.
is great. That Eagle, I love the
The
Eagle.
Eagle was great.
I think
Well, having
Ovechkin
Avi-
wins a lot of people over, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy
polarizing,
when
I
he
can
finally
imagine.
won the cup.
Oh yeah, especially for Ovi.
I still wanted Vegas.
Yeah, but it would have been a great tragedy if he had never won a cup, you know,
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like Henrik Lundqvist.
He could be one of those
Yeah.
unsung heroes, man. Sports lives off of them. Just look at Cal Ripken and Tony Gwynn. Not
I
Cal
didn't
Ripken.
know about that.
Cal Ripken,
Cal Ripken
didn't
won a
actually
World
got one.
Series.
No,
he
that's
did.
right, 83. No, Cal Ripken, Tony Gwynn never did. And Mike
No,
Trout
Tony
was
Gwynn
Angels
got
was
to one, and they
Two.
blew
He
it.
went to two.
Swept.
because they played
He
the.
He got to
the Tigers.
two.
Oh, yeah,
84
yeah.
and 98.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
He also went
Damn.
to the playoffs in 96 as well.
Yeah, he's what was he was a unanimous Hall of Famer, right?
No. Only Rivera was unanimous.
Oh yeah. How could someone not vote for Tony Gwynn though? Like what kind of asshole?
That I don't get. Yeah, that
I
makes
don't
no
know.
sense.
No, how can you not vote for
He's the
Mr.
nicest
Padre?
guy.
Right, and then everyone votes for Rivera, so Rivera can get the the distinction of being unanimous. And I'm like, there's no way that Tony Gwynn or Cal Ripken
The real question is,
deserve that
how do
distinction.
they even consider Barry Bonds in that category too? Like,
Oh well, he cheated and he got caught. So
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
he cheated, and actually everybody cared.
Yeah.
He's a
I think a
cheater.
lot of people care. I think that's the thing about sports is that when people cheat, they are gonna know, and that's what you're gonna be known for the most. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people, some people will know you for your record, some people will know for the stuff you did, but
Good
really,
Ben
like when it comes
Belichick.
like if you ask anybody off the street, the first thing is, oh yeah, he cheated, and there's a lot of players that fill that. Barry Bonds definitely one of them. Sosa is one of them. McGuire one of them. Like
Look at the Astros now.
and the Astros as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Astros is the biggest example because that's so recent.
Fuck.
And
Houston.
Of course. Of
Yeah, and the
course
guy
you
wearing the
would
Dodger
have
jersey. What? Go figure.
Yes.
Go fucking figure.
Go figure. Go fucking figure.
I think he's not getting, Bonds isn't getting as, I think a factor in Bonds getting not as many votes is because he was kind of a dick to the media, to be honest.
That too.
Baldy,
And
if
a
you had to say,
dick in
who would
general.
you say was probably the worst out of the juiced era? Like, who was the guy in your opinion? You just saw him on the media and just wanted to kick his ass. Like,
I think Bonds and his defiance and his whole attitude. He's been known as a malcontent. He's been known as an asshole, and he personified the cheating in the steroid era. Even though there was plenty of people that did steroids but weren't assholes about it, like Andy Pettit or Ryan Braun. But
Jason
No.
Giambi. Well, no, Jason Giambi was a little bit.
who else was? Clemens was also a big time asshole. No,
Piazza. Well, no, not
and
Piazza.
Piazza.
wasn't like a dickhead about it. You know,
No.
he wasn't like, "Oh, I'm cheating and you can't do anything
Oh,
about it."
McGuire was a big one.
Yeah, McGuire was very I wouldn't say brazen about it, but he was at least friendly to the media, but Bonds just treated a lot of people poorly. So did Clemens.
Oh,
You
Clemens
know,
was
now we're
a
talking
dick.
about now that we're talking about baseball players. I live close to the high school where I graduated, and the street is called Jose Canseco. I went to the same high school where Canseco went to.
Alex and I are from the hometown across the way. Alex and I played in the same little league as McGuire.
Mark McGuire, yeah, we did.
Wow.
Yeah, Claremont, California.
Mark McGuire played in the same little league, and then when it came time for high school, of course he did not go to our high school because
He went to our arch rival.
he went to the arch rivals who actually have a good sports program and could most likely get recruited, which he did. He was not gonna. No. That's the funny thing about my high school is that we're so focused on like academics and all of those other things.
Hey, Baldy, you might remember this from my days at the Claremont Club. You know who did go to Claremont High School with the last name McGuire? You'll
Dan?
never get. Yeah, it was Dan.
Dan was y'all's quarterback, and that's probably the only time that y'all were ever good, right?
Yeah, Dan was the greatest athlete aside from Bruce Becker in all of Claremont High School athletics. That's how bad we are.
Hey, we
So
still.
my school, Robert E. Lee High School, which has since been renamed because the name was racist.
Oh, come on!
Best athlete was John Engelberger, and he played for the Broncos.
Ooh.
God
6
damn it,
years.
Joey. God damn it,
I've got
Joey.
Wait a minute, Baldy.
What-
What did
I've
they
got a-
rename it to?
John R. Lewis High School,
Oh, for God's sake.
civil rights leader.
Oh, that guy.
Of course.
Yeah, who had passed recently.
I'm trying
All
to
right.
remember who is the. I know that a really famous actress came from our high school, Alex. I'm trying to remember who it
Jessica
was.
Alba.
Is it Jessica Alba?
Yep.
Oh, hey now.
Hey-o.
That's like the only thing as well, cause like it's like if you go on like the Wikipedia, it's Jessica Alba, and then like the next person down is like
Jason,
an
or
MLS
Jacob
defender.
Bertrand.
Jacob Bertrand as well came from
I
our
used to
high
have
school
him
as
in several classes.
Oh.
Baldy, he's one of
So
the kids on Cobra Kai.
Fives.
What's up,
You're
guys?
old enough to know about this. Have you ever seen Back to the Future?
Yes, I have all three of them.
The actress that played Marty McFly's mom went to my high school.
Leah Thompson?
Yeah.
Really?
Shit, nice.
Holy
Always had a
crap.
crush on her. She was a
She was
smoke
good.
Good stuff,
Mayo
huh?
High School, Rochester, Minnesota.
Your name's
Oh.
Calvin because I
Minnesota,
saw it
huh?
on your chonies.
Yep, definitely. Okay, getting off of movies. Actually, there we go.
Oh.
Hey, Joey.
Matt, Mr. 11 and 5 is here.
Mr. 11 and 5 is here.
Joey has not been on the podcast in a while, and we have to clown him on the fact that he did say that the Broncos were going to go 11 and 5.
Guys,
Yeah, not-
guys.
We all clowned him
Let me ask
because
the question we've all been wondering.
we all clowned
How
him
about them
because
Broncos?
when Tree made that comment in his season recap, we all literally just went off in the Discord like, he's talking about you! He's talking about you! Literally directed at you! Anyway, Joey, how you doing?
You know what? I might have been wrong about that, but guess what? I can stick it to Chris and Alex because my Tampa Bay prediction of them going to the Super Bowl is right.
Oh, bandwagon.
Oh.
Bandwagon.
Like, oh no way!
Even
No
a broken
way.
clock is right 2 times a day. Come on now. Don't give yourself
Alright,
too much
he's
credit.
got
Oh.
a point.
I got the Super Bowl right
See.
year that the
Let's
Rams
see.
played the Patriots. I got it exactly right, and that was a preseason prediction.
So did I. I predicted
Ooh.
Chiefs and Bucks.
Nice.
We gotta go
God
back to
damn
that.
There is no
I
God.
also said Brady was gonna
Yeah,
go
there
to the
is no
Bucks.
God. One thing
There is no God.
One thing we definitely do have to cover because, like I mentioned on the Dumpster Fire, I'm going to mention it again. We have a hockey podcast on Monday nights at the same time. We have all talked about, the three of us, myself, Chris, and Tanner, we all talk about our teams every single week on there. We want your opinion on your team and how they're doing.
Because we are
My
Kings
team?
fans.
All right, let's go with the Rangers fan. What do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about
We're talking
Lafreniere
hockey
so
right
far?
now.
Yeah, let's
we're
talk
gonna
some hockey.
we're gonna
Yeah, you know
cover
what?
hockey and we're gonna close out with the Super Bowl.
So the
David, you know,
Rangers
let me
are in
just tell you
dead
one thing.
last
You know
right
what my
now.
favorite Stanley Cup final was? Do you know what it really was?
Oh, do it,
Oh,
do it, do
don't
it.
bring it
Oh,
up.
Do it.
do
You're
it,
gonna say
do
it,
it,
aren't you?
do it, do it, do it.
2014.
Where is it? Where is it? Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Yeah!
I got lucky. 3 out of the 4 wins were in overtime.
Fries in
Okay,
Florida.
could've gone either way.
Martinez!
And now
Couldn't win a
Martinez.
game in regulation.
No, we couldn't.
And Martinez.
Oh,
is
you
now
did.
our
The
golden
one
knight.
game that you
Chris.
won in regulation, you absolutely beat the living snot out of us. So
Don't forget
You
what
know, the
happened.
thing is-
Don't laugh at the
The
Rangers.
only
Don't forget
memeable
what
thing-
happened in '96.
I'm gonna throw my rat at your face.
Hey, the
And
thing
I
is,
used to
though,
have and I'm a lefty. I'm a lefty, so don't screw around.
Baldy. Let's be completely honest, Baldy. The thing is, us beating the Rangers wasn't the actual meme of that playoff run. I think it's actually the Sharks who got the the
Oh,
fortune of
God.
getting a reverse sweep.
Reverse sweep.
the Sharks, I'm still pissed at them because they were the only team that could have beaten the Kings.
Oh yeah. Well, they
that
had
year.
They had us. Obviously, they had us. Everybody knows that they had us.
You know what I call them now? I call them the San Jose Sharks. That's what, because they just a shit show.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Are
Yeah.
the Sharks.
But that was 2014, brand new season, and now both teams are doing shit. The Rangers and the Kings.
Yeah, we suck.
Now they're both shit. So.
Yeah, the Rangers are dead last. They did beat the Pens the other night, and so they looked better. Tony DeAngelo is gone. They still have a lot of problem on defense. But they're starting to score now, so that's good. They're gonna have to get hot. Like they're gonna have a 10-game stretch if they want to save this season.
Yeah.
Make the playoffs. But there is some bright side. But this is not a year that they can take off, or it's gonna cost David Quinn his job for sure.
Oh yeah. I imagine that.
So let's see. We've got 2 Kings fans, a Panther fan, a Wild fan, and a Rangers fan.
Hey, Joey.
Hey Joey, and then say your
And
team,
us
Joey.
fans.
Come on, say it. Say it.
Let's
Come on,
see
Joey.
who's
Your
the-
recap.
Let's see. Out of all of us, whose team is the Stanley Cup favorite?
It's the Wild.
And
They got
whose team has the
Wild
best win
fan?
percentage right
They got
now?
Kaprizov. It's the Wild. They got Kaprizov.
Who has the
Hey,
who
Joey.
hasn't lost in
Joey.
regulation yet?
No. You know what? You know what? I can. You know how I know the Avalanche are so good?
Oh,
Because
my
even
God.
with McKinnon out, even with Eriksson out, even with Francouz out, even with all the injuries we have, I can still name. Let's see: Philip Grubauer, Cale Makar, Valerie Nichushkin, Gabriel Landeskog, Mikko Rantanen, Logan O'Connor. You know, and those are some of the players I can name off the top of my head. The Avalanche are stacked, and you know what? We might have dropped a game to the Wild. We might have dropped a game to the Kings. You know, we might have dropped a game to the
14,
Ducks.
baby,
after 2
14.
games to the Ducks.
Did we get back up to 4th seed?
It's so
don't
early
even
to
know.
tell, man.
Honestly,
I mean,
it is.
gonna-
It is.
It is a
Yeah.
shortened season, but it's you can't really. It's not a 40-game season. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean-
it's
I mean, my Stanley Cup prediction's still looking pretty good. Avalanche and Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Joey.
Wait a minute.
Joey. Richard Park. Andrew
What?
Burnett. Nino Niederreiter.
Oh. No.
Oh, come on!
Oh, and he brought the
I'll throw
rat.
this at you, Joey.
Heath brought the rat. Yeah. So okay. So it's okay. So this is the funny thing. So on our on the hockey hour, we have 3 teams in the West, and then Chris is sitting by himself in the freaking East Coast. So now we have a Rangers fan on. Well, actually, no. Do the Panthers
And
play
we
the
don't even
Rangers?
play each other.
They don't even play each other. Oh my. This freaking
Actually,
new
I wanna
division
ask you-
system, bro. I still can't
Yeah,
wrap
we
my
have
head
to
around
hold
the
it.
it.
same teams like 5 times all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's you're gonna see some of the best hockey that you'll ever see, though, because really, I mean, these teams are getting familiar with each other. You're gonna see incredible
Yeah.
games.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's similar to
You know-
like what baseball last year.
I understand
for
why
sure.
they did it, but it makes me sad that the that they didn't realign the Detroit Red Wings back with the Avalanche. That would have been so much fun. That would
I
What
have
do
mean,
you
been
want?
realignment's
at the
You to
Joe?
board somebody? Is that what you
What?
want to see?
Realignments ruined great rivalries, man. Like the Rams Saints had a bitter rivalry, and the Rams Vikings too. Well, the Vikings weren't divisional. My bad.
well.
Things change though. It's
Well, I
part
mean,
of the
think
game.
about it like this: the Seattle Seahawks used to be in the AFC West, and then a couple of years after the realignment, they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, from the
We don't speak
expansion.
of
Yeah,
that.
they ended up
Yeah.
coming NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the
don't
Houston
speak
used
of
to
that.
be an American League team.
Oh yeah, or no, a National League. Yeah.
National League. I
National
meant.
League,
National
National League. Yeah, they played the White Sox in the 05 World Series.
They got
Yeah.
swept.
Same
the
thing
way-
with Milwaukee.
I know this
Yeah,
is
Milwaukee
football
used
and
to be
hockey.
an American League team.
I know this is
Mhm.
football and hockey, but oh my God, Rockies! That Nolan Arenado trade was fucking horrible. What the
Yeah,
What,
fuck?
for the-
They got
the
fleeced.
We paid the Cardinals to take him. We paid them.
Poverty franchise.
Hey,
Didn't
someone's
Tree
got to
say
dunk
that-
on your parade, Joey.
Poverty franchise.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Like,
There
I
might be
don't-
sports that we don't like, but I am always down to talk bad trades because those are the stuff of legend.
Dude, no, I'm dead serious when I say the Nolan Arenado to St. Louis Cardinal trade is the DeAndre Hopkins trade of baseball.
Whoa.
That's gonna come back to haunt them. And after Arenado wins like
Whoa.
his third World Series, because the Cardinals do this all the time, pick up incredible talent that they don't deserve for some reason. And yeah, it's gonna really piss me off when that happens.
That's what I
It's gonna
hate about
piss
the Cardinals.
Rockies
They
off.
just come out of nowhere and bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
That's the point. Like they'll do
I mean-
bad the first half, and then they'll have a surge in the set after the All-Star game.
I mean, from what I've heard, Arenado was kind of a locker room cancer. So
With ability like that,
It doesn't matter.
You take it. Doesn't
right,
matter.
but you can say that. Can't you say that about Antonio Brown? I mean, he has incredible talent, but
yeah, it's
You can say that about
true.
A lot of people.
Your job as the manager is or the coach is to limit that and keep him away from becoming a troublemaker.
Aldi, I have to ask, what's your sorry to break the subject, but what's your favorite NBA team if you had to pick a franchise?
I mean, the Knicks are still my favorite team. I like my loyalty's not for sale. Like I've been a
Even to the
Knicks fan.
Wizards?
I was 13 years old. There's no reason to stop now.
Yeah.
How about them Wizards?
I don't respect the Wizards. There will always be trash.
Yeah.
you
They're
know,
one of the
That's
worst
right.
franchises.
it's really sad when I'm a fan of a team or two teams that don't even have championships. The Rockies and the Nuggets. Hell, the Nuggets haven't even made it to a finals yet.
Yeah, the Nuggets they've made it to one conference finals with Melo, I think, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Hey, guys, remember, as worthless as you all may feel, just remember, you've made about as many finals trips as the Clippers and Nuggets combined.
The Clippers are the worst franchise in all of sports.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love that
Yeah.
Porzembo video about
hold
the
on,
Clippers.
Hold on. Before you dash on the Nuggets, remember we became the first team ever to come back in back-to-back 3-1 series. So I
respect the
saying.
Nuggets more than I respect the Clippers as a Lakers fan.
Nuggets have a
Well,
pretty
and just-
decent team.
But also just like for everybody who just hated what the owner did and how the owner was, like everybody else,
Well,
or at least the
that's
old
it.
owner.
The
the
Nuggets
old owner.
never had a Donald Sterling. Am I right?
Exactly. Like
Now,
that's
Baldy,
that's like
it-
that's like
where
the
is
only
Cranky?
reason that freaking franchise tanked was because of Sterling.
No.
What's
but-
hilarious is that
That was at the dawn
Rams
of the
fans
Lob
hate
City era.
Kroenke, Avalanche fans love Kroenke and kind of hate him for the TV reasons, but whatever. And Nuggets fans.
Aldi, who
kinda-
would you say was worse though? Donald Sterling, Kroenke, or Georgia Frontier?
Frontier is pretty bad.
Frontier killed a guy. Kroenke did it unintentionally.
Dude, I actually was talking to someone who said they liked Georgia Frontier more than Kroenke.
Georgia Frontier was were they from St. Louis?
Yes.
And your hate for Jeffrey Lurie, of course.
No, No, I take that back, Baldy. All right, would you pick Kroenke, Loria, or Frontier?
I think Kroenke's one of the worst owners, just because he's such a greedy scumbag.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Excuse
What
me,
about
what
Loria?
about the Avalanche?
I mean, aside from the Avalanche, look at
Did
what
he
he's done to
did he get
Arsenal.
rid of a team from Canada and almost
Loria.
ran the Marlins out of the town?
Yep.
Actually, Kroenke didn't move the Nordiques. The previous owner moved the Nordiques to Colorado, and then he sold
Loria
the team.
moved because of Loria. The Expos are in Washington.
Actually, Loria's a terrible person. Not only that, he like sued his own fans as well.
Oh yeah,
That's
Oh
right.
my god.
that's right.
Loria's like the Dan Snyder of.
So how long before Dan Snyder sells the team?
Until he dies.
He will not sell the team.
He will
It's
not. He will not
his
sell the team.
lifelong dream to own the Redskins. No.
Football team. We're canceled now.
Oh, he said the R word.
He
They
said,
didn't say
oh,
He said
no.
the R word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Susan,
Name redacted.
Susan, we're just new. We only have 12 subscribers. Please don't take us off. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you, Susan.
What's funny is I actually have a
think you'll
Jason
be
Campbell
fine.
and a Steeler jersey.
You have,
Oh, that's right, 'cause
you have a what, Joey?
I have a Jason Campbell jersey and a Heath Schuler jersey.
That's terrible.
They were both. What's
They were both
hilarious is
massive
that
busts.
what didn't Mel Kiper say that I forget who it was that the Chargers should have drafted Schuler or something like that?
Well, when
Like-
Schuler came out, Trent Dilfer and Schuler went 1-2. They were touted as like Manning, Leaf 2.0.
Schuler was 94. He was pick number 3.
Yeah, and Dilfer went before him and by the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And
The Dilf.
neither team did very well.
Well,
in that
Dilfer
draft.
won a Super Bowl with the team that was carried by their running back, by their fullback, Mike Allstott, and
Their
a great
defensive
defense.
back. I was gonna say because Dilford and what's his name, Brad Johnson were in the exact same boat.
Yeah, this, carried by their teams, just happened to win a Super Bowl. Nick Foles, well, Nick Foles played well enough to deserve it, kind of like Hostetler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he.
Nick Foles, though, I think got the benefit. I'm gonna say to defend this till I die, but I think it's the Malcolm Jenkins call that, in my opinion, at least I think is what won them that Super Bowl, or the non-call.
Yeah, I mean, possible.
Hey, so real quick, 5 points. Do you remember
Oh,
when I told
God.
when I sent you a super chat saying that the whole Brady Belichick thing was completely destroyed by the fact that Belichick stuck without Brady, and Brady was doing just fine? Well, and you said I was wrong. Well, I mean,
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna say anything
There
yet.
we
It's
go
only been
again.
one season, but
Let me ask you something. If Denver could hire Bill Belichick right now, would you take him?
no, I no.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever
If
heard.
we were offered Eric Bieniemy or Belichick, I'd take Bieniemy.
That's so stupid.
You would take Eric Bieniemy, a guy that can't even get a job hired. He must
boy.
be the worst interview in all of sports. You would take Eric Bieniemy over Bill Belichick.
Yes.
Can we please not have
Okay,
Joey?
Mr.
Can we
11
please
and
not have
5.
Joey and
That's
Bruce?
literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, I've heard some dumb shit in my lifetime.
Can we
I've heard
please
make sure- we need
Doge
Bruce.
Coin. I've heard,
Oh,
short GameStop. But that's pretty dumb right there. Bill Belichick
guys
is
are gonna-
probably
you guys are
going to
gonna
go down
find
as
this
the
hilarious
greatest head
then
coach
that
in the
I'm-
history of
You guys are
football.
you guys are gonna find this funny that I'm enrolling in the sports management program for college. So
I'm
that's-
already
Yeah,
in one,
good
bro.
luck with that.
I'm already in
Uh,
one.
Guy gets one
Thanks, everyone.
prediction right, and he's now Bill Belichick is not as good as Eric Bieniemy.
And technically, a lot of people don't know this. Bill Belichick was on the Broncos. He was on the Broncos for like a season or two.
I'm going to put
I don't
this,
even remember that.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
an assistant.
I believe he was either either the DC or the OC.
Won 2 Super Bowls as an assistant before he turned Cleveland around, and then took a shitty Patriots team that had never won a Super Bowl and won 6 with them. So I don't know. I don't understand. Yes, he did have Tom Brady, but he made Tom Brady, turned Tom Brady into the monster that he is.
Whoever's watching out there, I want
God
you to,
help us all.
whoever's watching out there, I
Well,
want
I
you to,
think of them.
whoever's
Go
watching
ahead,
out
sorry.
there, I
Oh.
want you to timestamp
Oh no, I'm
this.
sorry.
I want
I'm
you
sorry. Bill Belichick, in 1978, he was a special teams assistant coach.
Oh, yeah. So he didn't even care. He was just like, all right, Denver, I guess I'm here.
Whoever's watching
That-
this, I
Like,
want
I
you to
need a job.
timestamp this. I want you to timestamp this, and I want you to make sure to give me a reminder to not have Joey and Bruce on at the same time, or else I will be losing. This will not go
Oh,
well.
Oh, me and Bruce don't really like each other.
You guys are gonna fuck. Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Okay, so you know how Joey just said something stupid right there. Yes, we have a friend named Bruce who says the same shit, but he's a Steelers fan.
Oh boy.
We can't have them both on at the
Promise it's a
same time. It
miracle.
could be fucking chaos.
Yeah,
Promise
but
it's a
hey,
miracle,
hey,
like
at
how
least-
him and
at least
Tree haven't
I'm
had a
not
massive
Yinzer.
argument.
The very least, I'm not a Yinzer.
I guess those are points in your favor, you know.
Bruce isn't a Yinzer either. He's from California.
Yeah, but he's a Steelers fan.
Bro, this guy literally the biggest Steelers fan ever of all time and loves the city of Pittsburgh. We asked him to name a hockey player and he had to look up Sidney Crosby.
Oh, that's right. You
I
Googled
love that
it.
question. I love it when he does that question though.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, he's-
Oh, he's here.
Ah,
There he is.
great, hey. Who is that? Who's that?
oh, he's showing off his jersey.
Who is that?
You guys
Carl
see that?
Mecklenburg. Not bad.
That's Carl. It's a signed Mecklenburg. That's how big of a
Ooh.
Broncos
Oh,
fan I am.
nice.
I have a signed
Nice.
Mecklenburg.
Nice.
You have an
Speaking of
Atwater jersey?
Mecklenburg,
No, I don't have an Atwater. I have a ton. Like I have a ton of Bronco jerseys. I have too
Nice.
many. I have two Mannings for some reason.
Do you ever get a Ray Caruth
then-
jersey?
Ooh, that's
No.
a big one. What about Jamarcus
Here-
Russell?
5 points. You'll like this. You'll like
For
this.
the lols. Oh?
I can't see it. What is it?
What? Yeah, what?
Oh, hold on.
what is that?
Zoom in on that. I can't see it either. Oh, nice.
Super Bowl
Okay.
22.
22.
And that's when
the
you
one
got
that
your
the
ass
Giants beat us.
destroyed.
Oh,
Didn't they
nice.
lose to
No,
the
55
Cowboys?
to
That
10.
That was the Giants Super Bowl.
Oh, the Giants. Sorry.
Oh,
Was that the one in Pasadena or the
2
one
to
in?
10.
That was
They're
2000.
up
Yeah.
10, 9 and a half.
Yeah, that was the one in Pasadena.
Oh no, it's
Oh.
39 to like 24 or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a closer Super Bowl than the Broncos are. It's hilarious that the Broncos have all the records for the most Super Bowl or the biggest blowout losses in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, but that was the 80s. Like there was a lot of there was a lack of parity back then. The NFC had nothing but stacked teams, and the AFC had to deal with scraps. You know.
Well, they had nothing but
Or
young
like there was
teams
like
that
one
just
or
couldn't
two.
stay consistent. Because remember, the thing is, the Oilers were inconsistent. They were good. They were just inconsistent as hell. Steelers
Yeah.
were in
The
a
Dolphins,
rebuilding
too.
mode.
The
Yeah, the
Dolphins,
Dolphins
too,
are-
yeah.
That makes me sad. for
Hey,
you.
so is there any rule against like a team signing like a Super Bowl team? Say like the Buccaneers or say the Dolphins got into the Super Bowl, right? And they're like, you know what, we're gonna sign Dan Marino to a 1-game contract. Is there any rule against that?
That's
Just a-
stupid.
Yeah, there's
Well, I mean,
there are. Once the postseason starts, like you have to have a postseason roster set, and anybody that's not on the postseason roster at the start of the playoffs, like, yeah, and that's why the waiver system is in place. Like, if you try to trade somebody, another team can object to it if it's after the deadline. There's a whole system in place to keep that kind of shit from happening.
yeah.
Well, the only reason I ask is because I want Marino to get a ring, even if it's not technically earned.
He's an executive though.
That is true.
Yeah, that would just be looked at as, bullshit.
Yeah,
He's an
nobody will
executive,
respect
Wait,
it.
so
Nobody
if
would
he
respect
gets
it if he did
one,
it.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
It's just, it is sad that Dan Marino never got a ring. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
It's sad
Have
Lundqvist
to
never got a
go.
ring, bro. I would have loved Hendrick to get a ring.
Lundqvist didn't get a ring.
I would have loved King Henrik to get a ring. He deserved it.
Yep.
By
but
the
he
way,
Bust his
well,
ass
was
off his
anybody
entire
else
NHL
was
career.
anybody else surprised by Corey Crawford's retirement?
No.
I mean, I was surprised that it took so long. Guy's been in the league for so long.
Yeah, he won 2 cups. You know, he like wasn't
his
treated
duty.
very fairly even after winning those 2 cups. Like,
Yeah.
still treated him like crap. They were like, "Oh, it wasn't you that did anything," and you know, he had a great career.
Everybody in the NHL recognized that Crawford was a stud, except for his front office, his own front office.
I don't know if he was a stud.
Well,
I think he was
He was
solid.
doing well though. He was solid. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
way to put it. He was
If
solid.
the front office acknowledged he was
Till
a
he got
stud,
vertigo.
then that means he has to get more money.
Yeah, they weren't gonna pay him, and he just, you know, he had enough. He had a lot of hockey in his legs, you know.
Speaking of teams that love to pay players for winning Stanley Cups.
What?
You Kings.
$11
guys know who's
million
never gonna get a
a
ring?
year. $11 million a year. I'm still.
You guys know who's never gonna get a ring? Mike Trout.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Are we
Oh.
going into that now? Am I gonna have to speak? Yes. Mike Trout will probably never get a ring. Mike Trout will never get a ring.
All right,
because
let's go into
front
the
office fucked
let's go
up.
into the main event.
Let's go into the
No,
main event.
okay. You know who's never gonna get a ring?
Mike Trout.
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford will never
Oh,
get a ring.
goddamn.
He will never
Correct.
get a ring. That is correct.
You know who's never gonna get a
yeah,
ring?
I can
Drew
mess
Lock.
with that.
All right.
It's very believable.
No, but
Drew
like,
Lock.
and I don't mean that as a dig against your Rams, Alex. All I mean is that, like, the Rams aren't. I just don't think the Rams are Super Bowl ready yet. I think maybe one more
All we
year.
needed was a quarterback.
I don't think a
They are-
quarterback will add anything.
They did make the playoffs last year. Their window is tight and closing. They've got to do something next year. Remember, they got to a Super Bowl with Jared Goff.
Exactly.
Yeah, the fact that we did that. I mean, and the thing is, we have a good running back now. We have a good defense.
That wasn't because of Jared Goff. That was because of Sean McVay, and the league has figured out Sean McVay.
Necessarily, the
extent,
thing
yes.
is, Goff just wasn't able to have the juice to get us past there. We also didn't have a solid running back at that point. On top of that, our defense really didn't have the schemes that it did. We didn't have Jalen Ramsey shutting down opposing receivers far and wide. And on top of that, I mean, Wade Phillips, I think, is what got figured out more than anything. The fact that McVay still put up that kind of a season with a bare bones roster, I don't think he's been figured out yet as such. I just think that it was just more of the old dogs who just didn't have anything left to offer.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that if Stafford doesn't do much, you know, he just has the worst luck, and that could be, you know, you don't want to bring his bad luck into LA.
I think it's
No,
in
he was
Detroit.
hurt by the Lions. That's what happened.
That is
The
true.
thing is, the Lions ruined. May I remind you, the Lions ruined Barry Sanders and Megatron. Like
They ruined everybody.
They ruin everyone.
They ruin
Everyone that's been
everybody.
through that franchise is ruined.
Detroit is where football players go to die.
It's fun. It's funny as
Basically.
well because a bunch of people if you go back 3 to 5 years ago, everybody was saying don't get drafted by Cleveland. Now everyone's saying don't get drafted by Detroit.
Now,
No,
they've
I was
been
thinking, don't
saying
get
that
drafted by New
for
York.
well over almost 60 years.
Oh.
Think
Well,
about it.
you
When was the
You want to
last time
specify?
they were-
You want to specify what New York there, Chris?
Yeah, which
Green.
team in New
Green.
Jersey?
Yeah, the Jets. I
The
wouldn't get
green
drafted by
one.
the Jets either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get drafted by the
Gang
Jets either.
green.
Oh my god.
Gangrene. Not the other
Oh,
one.
dear.
No, you know what I think
teams.
is funny? Like, people say you don't want to get drafted by Detroit, but mind you, if a Broncos fan wanted to, they could start making a Broncos Browns jersey. You know, like start off with
since Manning, yes.
yeah, start off with Manning and just put a bunch of different names on that jersey and just keep it
Oh,
going.
you know what? Yeah. I didn't even think of
Because
that.
let's see, we've got.
They could say
Let's
Lynch.
see,
Oh,
Manning,
you have to make it say
Osweiler.
Lynch, Osweiler, Locke.
Lynch, Osweiler.
No, I'm gonna go in the order. It's
Orton.
Manning, Osweiler, Lynch, Simeon, Keenum, Flacco, and then Locke. Oh, and then I'm not counting all the quarterbacks who started like 1 or 2 games. I'm not counting.
Oh, you're forgetting the GOAT.
Kendall Hinton.
Yeah, Kendall Hinton.
Kendall Hinton, yeah, exactly.
No,
Add him to the
no,
list.
Tim Tebow was before.
Dude, I feel bad for Kendall Hinton. Like
I do too.
I don't. You know what? I don't even care. We lost that game. That game should not have been
It's
played.
gonna be a
at
meme
all.
forever, though.
That game should have never been played. Like, why
Yeah,
did
no,
the
I want to
Steelers
say
and
this in
Ravens game
defense.
get a
I want to say
pass,
this in
but
defense.
the
No,
Broncos don't?
I want to say this in defense for Joey, because freaking Broncos lose all their QBs, they still have to play and start Kendall Hinton. Lamar Jackson goes down, that shit got postponed for more than a week. Like, come on,
I'll give them
NFL. Come on, NFL.
I'll totally give them
It's
that.
because
God
it's
damn.
and I'm dead serious about this. For some reason, the NFL thinks Colorado is a small market. I think they think Colorado is a small market.
Oh,
Dude.
they've got a big.
You
fan
have the
base,
entire
dude.
Rocky Mountains. What the fuck?
It's a
That's
big.
what I'm saying. We have
There's good
Wyoming,
history in
Nebraska,
Colorado. What the hell?
Like part of Kansas. We have some of Kansas.
You have Colorado. You have Idaho. No, wait, that's the Seahawks. But Colorado, Wyoming. You guys have Montana?
We have yes. We also have New Mexico as well.
There's 4 states.
No,
And
New
Utah.
Mexico.
You guys have Utah.
I have
No,
a cousin who's a Broncos fan.
I would say New Mexico actually goes to Las Vegas.
I'd say Vegas. Baldy, what you think? Do you think it'd go to the Cardinals, Raiders, or?
A lot of New Mexico digs Arizona. You know, Albuquerque is not that far from Phoenix.
That
That's
is
really
true.
fun.
Why not? This is the perfect year to be a Cardinals fan.
Oh!
I literally just said shit!
Oh, yeah,
I literally
minute.
just oh no. And there goes
Cali
the
is
camera.
their man.
God fucking damn it. I literally just said on stream I don't want Bruce
Alright.
and Joey in the same fucking room, and here we go.
Well, funny enough,
There we
I
go.
gotta get
Aliens
ready
are
for
love.
work.
Welcome.
Oh,
So I had some
no.
school. So
I gotta go
school
get
stuff
ready
I
for
have to
work,
get done.
boys and girls.
So I'm
Have a
really
good
late.
day.
Alright, Joey,
My
before
bad.
you
Joey,
go.
before you go,
Alright,
what's your
see you,
Super Bowl
Joey.
Super Bowl
prediction?
prediction, Super Bowl
I forgot it was
prediction.
Wednesday.
You guys are gonna laugh at me for this, but I don't fucking care. Bucks 50, Chiefs 32.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Okay.
now towards that segue, I think we should now head off to start some Super Bowl talk here. So now that Joey has already made his prediction, let's talk Super Bowl. It's that time, the time that everybody waits for. You're either
Time for the party.
You're either watching the game, you're watching the commercials, or you're just waiting for fucking halftime to show up.
Actually,
one
one
of
more
the
thing
three.
before I go. 5 points. A stream idea. Rank each and every single Super Bowl in a tier list.
Ooh.
Oh
that's-
yeah, we could do that.
Ooh,
That's not
I
bad.
like that idea. Probably not
That
all
sounds good, man.
55, but like you could go.
Ah,
But
you'd
like
have
the
to do all
past-
55. You'd have to go like in order
That's
too.
a long video.
That's a long video.
That would be a long video.
Yeah,
You
it's
could
a
do it
long
as a
video.
charity
That would be a
stream for,
tier
like,
maker
St. Jude
stream.
or something.
Maybe.
I mean, his Super Bowl stadium video was long, but it was really good. It was just really long.
Alright, Joey left.
Alright. Bruce, you're
Let's
cutting out a
talk
bit.
the big.
Bruce, your internet's
Bruce.
fucking up.
He got Yinzernet.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, no. We'll focus on that another time. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. It is Super Bowl week. It is finally time. We're at that moment. And for the 10th motherfucking time, it's Tom fucking Brady sitting in the fucking pocket, throwing 10 yards down the field.
Okay, hold on. He's not throwing 10 yards on the field. He doesn't. He's not got. He doesn't have
5?
an arm strength.
Is it 5? Is it 5 yards down?
It's exactly.
He can still do short passes.
I mean, he's still throwing well. So dude's good. He's insane. But I'm pulling for Kansas City.
I want to say this though. So when Gronk signed for the Bucks, I always just thought, oh, Gronk just wants another Super Bowl ring. That's why he's joining him. And then something popped up in my search history, and this was after Gronk retired. He went on Fox Sports as an analyst for a game, and they asked him why he retired, and he explained that that he walked in the front office one day. He was called to the front office, and they told him, "Hey Gronk, we're trading you to the Lions," and he said, "I'm retiring."
Yeah.
Wow.
And so
He
after
said-
hearing that,
I don't blame him.
I honestly get it.
my
Can't really blame him.
something interesting that I saw this week that I didn't even realize was Gronk is just as old as Travis Kelce. They are
Oh.
both
Oh, that's
31.
crazy.
Like,
Oh.
Really?
That's
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Wow.
I didn't realize it. I knew Travis Kelce wasn't, like fresh out, but I figured he was younger than Gronk, but apparently not. But they're both 31. Yeah, I had to double check that. It didn't sound right. Cause when you think of Gronk, you think he's older because
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
retired.
accomplished so much.
Yeah, he's
and
accomplished
already
so much.
retired
And
one.
people call Travis Kelce the next Gronk. A lot of people call Travis
But
Kelce the
yeah,
next
but funny,
Gronk.
yeah.
So you kind of figure
It's got to be from the time that
that
they sprouted up, though. Gronk sprouted up early in his career. Travis Kelce was still, working on it, still producing. And then the minute Gronk fell out, then Travis Kelce brought it back up. So I think that's got to be why. I mean, it's got to be. That is why.
I feel like I'm the perfect guy to talk about the Super Bowl because it is what I am dubbing this Yinza Bowl.
Oh, right, because we have AB and
And
AB and Le'Veon.
let's just look at Tampa Bay. Like, let's look at the coaching side.
Baldy, this is a perfect
specifically.
example of what our
The
stream looks
offensive
like.
coordinator used to be a Steeler. The head coach used to be a Steeler. AB, obviously, Le'Veon, Wisniewski for KC. It's a lot, but I mean, most
Bruce
Steeler
Arians.
fans. The Tampa's head coach.
This is exactly what our streams are like. Bruce always tries to find some way to tie the Steelers to everything.
Well, in this case,
Steelers.
I just want to say one thing about this that is
boy. Make it
very
quick!
misconstrued it that Steeler fans really give a shit that either Le'Veon Bell or AB are gonna win. The reason Steeler fans don't really give most Steeler fans really don't give a shit that either AB or Bell's gonna win is because
Because you guys got your own shit to deal with.
Well, not even that. It's not even that. It's just like having either of them was not gonna get us any further, and those teams having them didn't get them any further. AB realistically right now is the number 3 look on Tampa, and
All right,
play.
all right, I'm cutting you there. We gotta talk Super Bowl. We can't go on for a long time, so I'm gonna cut you off there.
All right.
Sorry about that,
All right.
man. But anyway,
No problem.
so I said this on the dumpster fire. So I didn't get to really hear your thoughts on it, but what are your thoughts on the fact that there isn't that big of a defensive matchup as much as normal past Super Bowls?
I think that's just a lot of.
I was asking Baldy, Bruce.
Oh,
We're
sorry,
asking
I
Five.
I swear to
bad.
God, Bruce.
I didn't hear that.
I will server mute you again.
No, not again.
I think people are sleeping on these defenses. I think that it might end up being a low scoring game. Like everyone's talking about the offenses, but there are defensive players. There's Sean Murphy Bunting. There's talent on both both defenses here that people are just sleeping on. And Steve Spagnuolo is a guy that likes to blitz a lot, and you're going to see pressure being generated there. And I think people are sleeping on. That being said, though, I honestly believe it's going to be a pretty high scoring game.
Same here.
Same.
Five. So which defense do you think is better?
Oh, I think that the Tampa Bay has a better defense. Like
Dominican Sue and Shaq Barrett.
Oh yeah.
Chiefs defense is Patrick Mahomes. They rely on their offense.
Yeah, for sure.
And
You're
you're going to see that happen. Remember, they were down 10 points in the Super Bowl last year, and they came back. So
Yep.
Have
I
any of you?
wouldn't.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bruce.
I was watching he brought up a good when he said Patrick Mahomes is the Chiefs defense. That reminded me of I just finished watching Cobra Kai, and there's this in the beginning when the guy's training, he says the best defense is more offense, and I feel like that just is basically Kansas City in a nutshell. You know, how good does your defense really need to be when you're putting up 50? They just have to not be terrible, right?
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like the thing is though, like we say like, oh yeah, their offense is their defense. It's a pretty nice offense to have when you got Mahomes is still slinging it like he did last year. All their receivers are just as fast as last year. Kelsey is doing even better, I think, than last year. Like, it's a great offense to have if you want an offense to help your team.
Yeah, I guess the only like biggest weak spot is the run game. But I mean, the run game is they don't really rely on it, and a lot of the run game is through short passes. That's how they run the ball. Not every team runs the ball by handing it off. A lot of teams don't have a good O-line. They have to throw screens to get that done.
Where would you guys would you guys compare the Chiefs offense now to the Greatest Show on Turf, or is the Greatest Show on Turf better?
I think at certain positions, Greatest Show on Turf is better, but from a balance point of view, I would say the Greatest Show on Turf is more balanced because they had Falk and they could run, and running the ball was a big part. But I think in the pass game, for Kansas City is better. They have, I mean, and that's not just they have Troy Holt and Isaac Bruce, but you got multiple guys on that for Kansas City who are just number one guy, and you have the tight end option, which is something that Greatest Show on Turf was kind of missing.
Now, Baldy, you can correct me on this, but I personally think Mecole Hardman pretty much has the benefit of having Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry, but that fumble and the fact that he ran 15 yards the wrong way and tries to use his speed to evade any defenders in a very stupid manner. I mean, come on. I mean, Torrey Holt and
it's just one play.
Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce would never do. No, he's done multiple plays.
Yeah, every receiver does dumb shit once in a while. Every single receiver does. Every single player, not even just receiver. Every single player.
What do you think, Baldy?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Five?
I mean, the football's a team game, right?
Exactly.
And you need all your parts working together, and that's why it's such an interesting and amazing game. And who knows? I mean, Patrick Mahomes, obviously, he touches the ball every play. He's a special player, and that they've gotten to the Super Bowl on the strength of his ability. But it not just him. Like he doesn't. Like I said, I know I said their best offense. The best defense is him, but no, they actually have a defense and they actually have an offense. So they're gonna have to make plays. They're gonna have to execute, and we'll see. I think they'll win, honestly, on Sunday. But anytime you count out Brady, that's a dumb thing. But people bring that up. But last year he was in the first round, second round, or whatever, and
he lost first round. No, that's right.
Yeah, he looked really bad, and everyone thought he was done. So here he is back in another Super Bowl, and this could be the last one for him.
Potentially.
We all
I think he's gonna retire after this.
Yeah, so
I
got my
his last Super Bowl.
don't
He might not retire,
that
but
man's never gonna retire. That man is going to play until he's 80. That man will be playing in a wheelchair. That's how Tom Brady is.
I give him until
speaking about that, my dad showed me a political cartoon. It was a bunch of robots. It was like the year 2164, and it's like entering the field, Tom Brady. I'm like, oh great, it's gonna be like one of the heads from Futurama in a body.
Yeah, with like a robotic arm just. Yeah, I could totally see that.
I do have a question for Five and for everybody. So we all know the matchup, Mahomes Brady. Which is the other matchups that we're not looking at? The ones that are like the hidden ones, the hidden matchups.
I think one of the
hidden matchup.
I think the key
Five,
one is
let
gonna be
five.
that pass rush.
let
that-
five. He's on. He
Yeah,
has to
Baldy,
go.
you go first.
Yeah.
You're our guest.
Yeah, I would say the Tampa Bay pass rush. You know, like you got Shaq Barrett, you got Jason Pierre-Paul. They got players in that interior line that can really cause trouble for Mahomes. Now, the thing is, Mahomes is going to be able to get rid of the ball pretty quickly because that's Patrick Mahomes. But don't sleep on and they're missing what, the right and the left tackle or something like that. They're missing
I
players.
want to say left tackle.
Yeah, so it could very well be problematic for the Chiefs. No matter how good you are, if you're running for your life every play, it doesn't matter.
One thing that should be noticed, that should be mentioned, I think, is how good statistically Patrick Mahomes is under pressure. How good he is off the blitz. He is
better than Drew Brees under pressure.
He's very good under pressure. He's very good under the blitz. So that some say that he's better on.
And that's definitely going to be helpful this matchup as well. He's going to be facing that D line of Tampa Bay is really well, like we said, and Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea. So he's going to have to get that ball off quick.
Yeah.
So we're definitely reaching that time though. So I think
I have a question for Baldy.
Yeah,
Baldy,
go ahead.
was it actually proven the thing about Lawrence Taylor putting a bounty and hiring a few women of the night whenever he'd play a rival team?
That was allegedly true. I mean, that's anecdotal from him, but I wouldn't put it past Lawrence Taylor to do that. Like, come on, he was a gamer. He wanted to win. Like, doesn't it make sense to do that? No.
LT,
It does.
Nothing would shock me out from LT at this point.
But we're not going to go further into that because
I gotta
again,
drive
we're
him
on YouTube.
in an Uber ride once.
We're not going to go
He
further.
was a passenger of mine once.
Really?
Yeah, I was a. Yeah, it was here in Miami because I think he lives here, and it was for Thanksgiving, and I see Lawrence just the name Lawrence, and I'm like, this guy was huge. I'm like, oh crap, this guy's gonna kill me, and we just talked football the whole time.
No way!
Nice.
Just give him some coke.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah, he's super chill and everything.
Holy shit, that's awesome!
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
god.
You
That's
can get him on the show.
So
God damn it. He's gonna hear one word out of Bruce and he's gonna hang up on us. I swear to God.
Alex, I think we have a
let's hear
conversation.
it.
I think there's a conversation we need to have today.
Do we?
Okay, Baldy, he thinks T.J. Watt is better than Aaron Donald.
God fucking damn it!
No, stop. Don't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say
You
one
said
thing or
that.
the other. I said
Am I not wrong, gentlemen?
You guys been having this conversation for like what, 3-4 weeks now?
Guys, he's already heard one dumb shit out of Joey. Can we please not have him hear one dumb shit out of Bruce too? Okay.
His point
He
of view
can't
on this,
handle
though,
all
he
of this,
needs
bro.
to
He won't recommend us again.
Hey, come on. Baldy, give us your verdict on that. T.J. Watt and Aaron Donald. Can you give us your verdict
Nobody
on
is
that?
better than Aaron Donald. There's literally nobody on Aaron Donald's level right now. He is the best defensive player in the NFL in the world. Don't even. There's no comparison. Find me a player that you can actually
I can find you stats
objectively
right now on
compare to
TJ
Aaron
Oh my
Donald.
God!
Significantly better season. Significantly better season.
I think T.J. Watt's better because he's
Statistically, Aaron Donald is
No,
getting double and
statistically.
triple teamed.
Yeah,
Exactly!
He is so valuable in the middle of the field. Like it's not even close. TJ Watt is a stat pattern.
Double and triple too.
Oh my God. Okay. Not only should we not let this conversation go on. Not only should we not let this conversation go on, but we have less than 3 minutes, and there are 6 of us here that all want to give our Super Bowl predictions. So we're getting to that right now, starting from my left and then going from left to right. We're gonna start up at the top with Alex. Super Bowl prediction and why, as quick as possible.
Me?
Yes.
I'm going to say Chiefs in the sense that, well, yes, that Tampa has a good defense, but at the same time, I mean, it's not good enough. They gave up a ton of. Look at their scores. I'm not going to deduct their team because I mean they have a solid roster, but I mean they've given up a lot of points to notable foes. I mean, look at Green Bay. They gave up Green Bay did have to blow a lead for that to happen, but at the same time, I mean, you're going up against the best quarterback in the league. You're going up against the best offense the league has seen since 1999. I mean,
Alex,
like Jay, you were saying the other night, stopping Mahomes is easier
Alex,
said
I'm
than
cutting
done.
you off. Alex, I'm cutting you off. Just say the score. We have to move on. Say the score and we have to move on. Alex, what's your score prediction?
Well, move on.
Chiefs 48, Bucks 32.
Cool, Bruce. Just score.
Alright.
Score now. We have to
Chiefs
do
48,
just score
Bucks
now.
32.
We have to do the score now. Just score. Nothing else.
KC,
Just score.
KC by 2 scores.
KC by 2. Chris.
I'm not going to say
KC 42, Tampa 30, 31.
All right, Tanner.
I say Casey. Want to say KC 38, Tampa 31.
Okay. I said something on the dumpster fire and I completely forgot what it was. But I think it was KC 31, Tampa 24, I think is what I said.
Oh.
And then
Now we'll close
and then
out.
5.
Kansas City 28. Tampa Bay 14. 28-14. Double them up.
Thank you so much for coming on
The
our
passing
show.
of the torch will happen on Sunday then.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much for coming on our show. It was a
GG,
pleasure
watch
to
the
have
people.
you.
Again, everyone, give a round of applause for our
Thank
guest
you.
of the day.
Thank you
5
so
Point
much for
Very
coming
nice
on.
to meet you,
Ours,
Mr.
good
5
friend of
Points.
mine.
Thanks.
It was very
Thank
nice
you
to
for
have you
having
on.
me. I
Football.
appreciate
His
it.
knowledge of stadium knows bounds.
I hope everything goes well, and I hope that Alex Lafreniere becomes a great product for your Rangers team
I
there.
hope so.
Thank you
I
guys
hope
so much.
so.
And
Thank you
baseball
guys.
soon.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely enjoy the Super Bowl. Please be responsible while you're out there as well, and we'll see you guys all
I'm making
next
nachos.
week. Bye,
TJ for
guys.
D-Paul.
All right. Peace out.
Clearly deserves
All right.
it.
Peace out.
Let's
Bye,
be
everybody.
honest. You know it. I
Alright.
know it. Alex, you fucking know it. I know you know
Hey, guys.
it. I know you know
If he even said it.
Guys,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
He
just
even
saying.
said it.
He was just because he gets doubled and tripled. That doesn't mean TJ doesn't. TJ
oh
gets
my God, my
doubled all the
legs.
time, and he gets put in a chokehold when he's not. When he
Of
does
course.
when he does
We'll
get
settle
one-on-one,
this another
it's a
day.
chokehold.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
that's a
It's
wrap.
gonna
Settle
take
this on
Baldy's
next